family who'll say okay, they did not, somebody or the other in the family or in the house, they're sharing their water, did not get the health benefits. Somebody or the other has got it. Maybe 1% not got it, 2% not got it, but somebody in the family has got a health benefit. Show me one person who, one device which is installed and somebody in the family or somebody or other did not get the health benefit. Nobody there. Somebody or the other has got the health benefit. And third question I ask you, show me one person who says, I did not get my commissions on time. Now, if these three questions are answered, what else can you expect? What else do you want?
Done deal. Done deal.
Yeah. In that case, this is the best business in the world. Wake up. What else better than this? Right? When you do some business around whatever business you're doing, right? You give credits, you do a lot of things around. You're always in tension. What do? We just give demos. Once we get the business done, if somebody's buying, we give the documentation to GOC right now and get the money. Honestly speaking, from last 3 years, I did not do any accounts because I never found any fault in it. And then there's so much of money coming in. I don't know what accounts should I do.
That's a happy problem.
Whatever's coming, come, I'm happy. So that's it. So and the kind of money, the kind of benefits, health benefit, forget the health benefit, the money part of I'm talking about the business right now, right? We all know what health benefits people get. Amazing.
Yes.
But business point of view, also show me one business that is better than this one. I'll live this today itself.
Wow.
Show me one business.
Amazing.
Nothing. Look at people around you. Come on, when we started India, right? We were looking up on you guys. Malaysia is doing so much of machines per month. Look at Sansia, man. My godfather, I look upon him. God, if I can earn that kind of money, wow, I've made it. Okay, I actually, it was not earn that kind of money. When I started, if I can earn 25% of what he's earning or 10% of what he's earning, I'm done. I'm happy, man. That's how I started this business.
Wow.
Right? Wow. And because when I started, when you start something,
yes,
your benchmark gets better, higher. Your goalpost changes.
Right.
When I saw Sam in the beginning, I said, 10% of him, I'm done. That's what I need. After a few years, when I started getting 50% of what he was getting, I said, it's so easy. I can do that. I can go ahead. Right? And it went on. Today, I'm earning what he was earning then.
Wow.
And I still say, it's just a beginning. I've not even scratched the surface. I have to still travel a long way. And that's what is happening around.
Yes.
And I can tell you, it will be happening with you too.
That's true.
It's just all here. Right? What else? Tell me.
So, wow, amazing. Sudesh, your talk is so powerful, so full of fire. I can sense you're so passionate about the business. Amazing. Okay, Sudesh, tell us, at the beginning, just like how I started, there wasn't any Kangen office in Malaysia. Just like you, there's no office in India. How long did it take you to go 6A, and how did you, because there are a lot of people, like, frankly speaking, today there are a lot of my team members from Cambodia. Cambodia doesn't have an office, and every time they say, oh, no office, no office. But tell me this, Sudesh, with no office, you guys are doing extremely well. So what is your advice to people who always have this thing, oh, no office, no support? What's your advice to them? And how long
You're lucky, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Come again.
Because if there's no office, there's no support, you are the one who makes standards over there. That's what I look at it. Okay, all right. Yes, okay. You're in Malaysia, Gary, right now,
yes,
right? And Malaysia, you got your office since how many years from over there?
Malaysia is coming to 7 years now.
7 years now. In 7 years, now what's the biggest question issue you face over there?
In Malaysia?
Yep.
Sometimes, price discounting and all that.
Yes. Plus that when you go to somebody, yes, I heard about it, and you already have the machine, all those things.
Yes.
In Cambodia, do they have this thing?
No.
That's the advantage they have.
Yes.
The wherever they go, they have it. Sir, this is it. There's no competition,
Correct.
right? They can do whatever they want to. There's such standards over there.
That's true.
Once the office is established, then let not many more people join in. Of course, there'll be different benefits, pros and cons to everything.
Yes.
But right now, I'm talking about the pros of not having an office. But of course, the cons be here. There are cons also. For example, when I started, it's the same with you, Gary. When we started, when there was no office in India, when we went for demo, of course, there was no issues like, okay, I've already seen the product, or I want a discount, and all those things. Not there. But what was the issue was, who is using this product? I'm using. Oh, you're a seller. Will you tell me some benefits? Oh, I've got some testimonials. Those testimonials are from USA. I'm sorry. Okay, they're American. What about Indian? Show me the Indian testimonials. I don't have it. So when we started in India, I realized I was getting this kind of queries all the time. So what I did was I took since I was a filmmaker, so I started recording video testimonials of Indians, creating the stories, Indian stories, and because I got to show it to people. Then of course, when you talk about international celebrities, but they want the local celebrities. So I started targeting the local celebrities.
Wow.
And I sold them the machines and showed them the people around. Okay, these guys are also doing it. So, okay, this celebrity also doing it. Then of course they had the question, okay, well, they've got too much of money, that's why they can afford. No. So there's always see, what I'm trying to tell you, there'll always be some counter questions. And those 80% of the counter questions are almost the same thing. Prepare your answers for that. That's your homework, everybody. Okay, how are you going to counter those questions in the most effective way?
Right.
That's what your homework is. If you're not ready with those answers, you're going to always have the problem. Okay, that guy asked me this question. Where is this testimonial? Who's got this? Who got cured with or benefit? Who got benefits with so-and-so disease? Well, I've got a client of mine who has it. Look at this video. If you look at my cell phone, there'll be at least 100 or plus testimonials talk about all particular type of disease. So if somebody comes and tells me, okay, I have an issue with diabetes, all right, yes, look at diabetes, I'll show them 5 to 10 people talking about it. Now, when people are talking about, for example, when the person says, give them their issue, they've got this particular issue that has to be addressed, and you have got 10 people talking about that issue being addressed, what would your feeling be? Wow. Then where will he come out from? So that's your homework. So if for people in Cambodia who does not have office over there, you got advantage, because why should company have an office in your country? They'll only have it when you give them sizable sales every single month after month. And for that, once you're doing that, guess what? You establish as one of the pioneers over there. So when the company establishes the office over there, you have a lead already. So you're planting the seeds now. Do it with that intention. And you'll be very happy, and you should be very happy that our company still not starting the office over there. So you can take the lead now.
So Sudesh, it becomes an advantage to you in the early days, right?
Could you repeat, please?
Sudesh, not having an office becomes an advantage to you, right?
Yes.
Amazing. Yeah, that's what I was telling everybody, build your empire. A lot of people wants to rush off with, office having in their country. And I said, build your empire, because when the office opens, guess what? Every sales that is registered through the company will somehow flow up to you. That's your best advantage of not having the office in the beginning. Well, amazing. Thank you for sharing that, Sudesh. I just want to hear it from a third party like you. Tell us, Sudesh, a little bit about your team now. Now you have quite a sizable team. I believe you are a -3 now, so you are around a 6.
Two of my IDs are -3.
Come again?
2 of my IDs are dash 3.
Wow, two IDs are dash 3. That means you have quite a sizable team under you. Tell us, Sudesh, how do you get your team motivated and moving so fast to achieve their success in their Kangen business? What's your way to get them excited? Share some ideas with us.
I tell you one thing, motivation is something like a hot shower bath.
Okay.
You enjoy till the time you're in there. So you get the people over in the room and you start motivating them. They're like, yeah, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for myself, for my family, for the earth. Mother Earth, I'm gonna do this thing do this thing. But when they go out, they are faced with reality and they go down. Right? So first of all, I think the most motivating factor is money.
Yes.
Help them to get money in the bank. Put some money in the pocket. Right? So help them to get it.
Yes.
And what the most addictive thing is growth. Show them a growth pattern in themselves.
Right.
Now the fact is, if you can give them, help them get some sales. I'm not saying you have to give them sales. That is the wrong thing. They got to be working on their list. And you, in the beginning, you help them, you give them demos, let them shadow you and teach them how to do the demo and all. So when you help them get about a few sales in first few months only, the excitement level goes high. They've got money in the bank. Then for them, okay, this system actually works. They first heard it from you. Okay, this could happen to you, but they say, okay, it actually worked. I've got remittance for 2 sales or 3 sales. Wow. So they shoot up, right? Secondly, make sure, they're always, when they go down, pull them up again by giving them, making sure that you're also working with their downline. So when the downline also comes up, so make sure that they're making money. And the good thing about our structure is we can help them without even losing any money from our side. For example, what I normally do is, for example, if I was a 2A, and in 2A I've got another sale with me, rather than putting my direct, I would put under my new guy who's in 2A. So I don't get a loss. I don't incur any loss. But my new guy gets a boost. Okay, my upline has given me some sale. So money in their pocket. Always remember, I always take this actually. Okay, if there's a new distributor in my team who joins me, then it becomes my responsibility to make sure he's successful. So I take that responsibility and start working with them to make them successful. For me, at least I work till the time they get the money back. That means whatever the money they put for the machine is back in the accounts. And for that, how many sales we're going to help them? 10, 15 of that, 12 of them, 10 or 12 of them, and done. After that, they're by themselves. By the time they're 3A, they're by themselves. Maximum. I normally try to make them independent by 2 only, within 3-4 sales only, they're by themselves. Worst come to worst, by 3A, they should be by themselves. You should not be carrying that excess baggage for everybody. I see a lot of distributors doing this mistake. Oh, let me do the demo for this guy because he's not so good, so he might lose the sale. Okay, I'll do the demo. In that case, you become the hero in that group. And if you are the hero, not a strong or big business, you can only take care of limited number of people because you have limited number of hours with you. So you got to make them the key. The greatness about this concept is empowering people and teaching them, duplicating yourself in them, and they doing the demo by themselves. Once they start doing that, you are done. How many demos in a day can you do? 3, 4, 5. But right now, when I'm talking to you, maybe at least 10 to 15 demos will be happening right now, minimum. I'm being very modest over here because I've got a huge team all across the country, right? And that's what has happened. So yeah, put the money in the account, in the bank, and make them see the growth. Many times what happens is there are people who are trying very hard, but they're not getting result. Maybe no sales are coming. but they're making an effort. They're working about 10 hours a day. There are cases over there. In that case, you see, there's still a growth in them. Maybe the financial growth is not at that, but the personality, the mental growth is there. Every time he's meeting somebody, he's learning something, he's sharpening his skills. I'll give you a very good example of my own distributor called Satpal Sagar. He's from Delhi. And for the first 6 months, he worked for 10 to 15 hours a day, every single day, giving demos, learning things, doing a lot of research. And after 6 months, how many sales did he have? 4 in 6 months. Of course, most of the people would be discouraged. Okay, I'm working 10 to 15 hours a day, day after day. And after that, I just get 4 sales. Not a good concept. Maybe something is wrong there. They will run away. But this guy also said, okay, the platform is very strong. Maybe something is not happening. I'm doing something wrong. I got to identify that. Or maybe, well, what's luck? Luck is a point where preparation and opportunity meet. So maybe I'm prepared, but the opportunity is not coming. One day it will come. Till when can it avoid me? 6 months, it avoided him. 7th month, he got 2 people, and both of them today are 62 and becoming -2. Satpal will be -3 next month.
Wow.
Right? That's it. So first 6 months, just 4 sales. And now from 7th month onwards, he just went up.
Amazing.
He was earlier, people used to laugh at him. Okay, all right, you're a small guy, buddy. What do you drive a dingy car, old car, people don't want to associate with those cars also. And you're driving those cars and you're talking to me about how to become rich? No. Today he drives BMW and talks to those same guys. Hey, come on, guys, look at me. You did not believe on me then, but see what happened to me. So this is what exactly happened. Have the last laugh.
Fantastic. Wow, Sudesh, thanks for sharing the so much golden nuggets when you share those things there. Number one, the great takeaway here is people are all motivated by money. Seriously, guys, I know there are some people who don't like to talk about money, wrong money beliefs, wrong idea concepts about money. But seriously, guys, whether you like it or not, money is the greatest motivation, okay? So make sure your people make good money, okay? And what I like about what Sudesh says is, every time a new distributor, not just a user, but a distributor join him, it is his obligation and his responsibility to help them to make it. I love that concept. See, a lot of people, some I won't say a lot or little, but some people just want the external factor. And I keep saying this, you can't control external, you can't control the wind. You can't control the clouds. If it's going to rain, it's going to rain. But you can surely control yourself. And Sudesh said it so well that it becomes his responsibility to do the action. But I'm very sure, Sudesh, I just want to run this through with you. I'm very sure in your group, since you're already at 2 accounts being -3, there are some people who are committed and some people who says they are committed, but action-wise, they are not. Is there a way that you filter these people so that, because you only have 24 hours a day, minus all the sleeping, eating, and other times, you probably have only a couple of hours, right? So is there a way that you work only with those who are really, really committed by action? I'm sure you have something.
I have a very simple philosophy.
Yes.
If somebody is not so, is not doing the right way, so I try to change them. So either you change them or change them. So that means first I'll try to change them. I try to give them the perspective. Basically, when they are not committed or something, the perspective is wrong.
Yes.
Right. So try to fix the perspective.
Yes.
But as you rightly said, that if it's raining, it's raining. You have no control over that. You don't have control over the seasons, the sea, the things around you, environment.
Yes.
But you have the control over you. If it's raining, I can use an umbrella.
Yes.
Right? That's my choice. But I can't stop the rain. Right? So that's what I can do. So I try to change. I help them get the right perspective. But if they don't get it, change them. Because I can only work with X number of people. So you were privileged. I tell them also, you were privileged that I was working with you, but unfortunately, you are not taking it seriously. So I'm going to give this opportunity to somebody else. And I do that. I sincerely do that. I only work with people who are committed to themselves, their dreams. Why should I waste my time on somebody who's not committed to on themselves? People say that they're committed. People think they're committed, but they are not. There was a person who came to me a few months back and said, "Okay, oh Sudesh, I'm having an issue. Like I'm a full timer in this company, and I'm not doing well. I'm not making good enough money." I said, "All right. If you're a full timer, I asked you a simple question. In last 2 weeks, how many hours did you give to this company? You effectively gave this to the company, right?" And she said, Actually, first I asked her how in last 2 days. She said, "Sorry, I was busy. I couldn't give him." I said, "Okay, in last 2 weeks, how many hours did you give?" And she says, "About 3 to 4 hours." And I answered, if you say you're a full timer, it's like, you're in a job, you're a full timer. Like you've got your own business, you're a full timer. So when you're in a job and in 2 weeks you just show up to the job for 4 hours, what would your employee do?
You'll be fired.
Exactly. That's exactly. That's why the company is sacking you indirectly. You get lost. That's why you're not making money.
The way of sacking in a network marketing business like in Magic is you don't get paid. It's just like you're sacked in the real world. You are not getting paid. Yeah, simple. It's the same technology.
It's as simple as that. In traditional business also you'll be sacked.
Yes.
Here also you'll be sacked. But the good thing about here is nobody's physically telling you to get lost.
Yes.
Right? Here your commission goes down.
Yes.
And the good thing is the moment you have that perspective right and you want to start working again, you get it from the same position you start ahead.
Fantastic.
Right? So your opportunity is again there. Work on yourself and get back to business. Simple. Give 8 hours a day, not 4 hours in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Just 1 second. I call you back. I'm in a webinar. The funny thing is, a lot of people say they are full time, but I like to say, and this has no offense to anybody, but there are a lot of people who are actually doing full time, but their full is not spelled as F-U-L-L. Their full is spelled as F-O-O-L. So they are fooling themselves. So it's actually time. They are fooling themselves. So make sure you are really on the F-U-L-L full time. Okay. Anyway, thank you, Sudesh, for sharing that advice. Is really an eye opener. It's a wake up call for a lot of people. Now, coming to another very important aspect, Sudesh, where a lot of people are asking this. I'm very sure you have seen the world has changed so much, especially with the COVID-19 and the pandemic and things like that. What do you think about internet marketing and social media marketing with Enagic? Do you encourage it? Do you do it? How do you think people should merge Enagic with social media marketing or internet marketing?
Honestly, I don't have those skills. No, I'll agree with you. I'll come here. I'll tell you very straight. But I regret it.
Right.
Not having those skills.
Okay.
I know a lot of people who are doing extremely well with online marketing, but unfortunately, I am not into it. Though, if you see if you go to YouTube and check the biggest influencer for Enagic, they'll give my name. That's because I've got too many videos. I've got maybe 200 videos, but I don't know how to actually place them and how to do. I just make, since I was a filmmaker, I make videos and put it on YouTube. So I've got more than 200-300 videos, and that's why they rated me as one of the top influencer. But actually, I am not very good in internet skills.
Okay.
But it's not that I'm proud of it. I'm not proud of it. Right. Maybe I did not give. I know little about it. I'm a guy who likes to meet people face to face and talk to them. Only now I start talking about on Zoom, right? Otherwise, I like to talk to people face to face. So when before pandemic, I used to travel for 20, 25 days per month,
Wow.
different part of the country, right? Just to talk to people and give trainings and all those things. But after pandemic, of course, everything has gone down. So start doing on Zoom and other things. But yes, I know a lot of my people and a lot of other people from other groups also. When I went for my master's certificate in US, that time also I met so many people over there who's become 6As and 6A2s just by internet marketing.
Right.
So yes, that way I do in my trainings, I do tell on my downlines, okay, I am not good at it, so I'm not doing it, but I encourage you all to do that, right? Since see, everybody's got some flaws. I've got that flaw. Okay, I'm bad at it, right? So that doesn't mean okay, it's good. It's not good. It's very good. People have got results. So people who's engaged with doing this thing, keep doing it if you're good with it. If you're getting results, I always say get results the way you are comfortable. Every personality is different. Everybody has got the strengths and weaknesses. Use your strengths to explore and grow your business.
Right.
Don't have to see somebody else go, oh, he's done that, he's done that. That is just an what do you call pointers for you. There's some areas you can explore, but then you got to understand your personality. What are you good at? I'm not good at social media. I'm not good at internet and all. So I don't do that as much. But I know it's a very, very good thing to do. And I miss it not doing it.
Amazing. Yeah. So the same thing goes to everybody that's listening to this session. Just like what Sudesh says, he encourages it, although he doesn't do it. But yeah, I mean, it's just another avenue of marketing, another avenue of reaching out to more people, to a segment of people that if you were try to do it traditionally, you may not be able to reach them. Okay, so it is something that you may want to get. Amazing. Thank you for sharing that, Sudesh. Sudesh, question: if today you have already been in Enagic for the last 4 years, something
5
like
years.
you say?
5 years.
5 years. Okay. If let's say, Sudesh, I've got this thing that can bring you back to time, back 5 years ago. With what you know now, with everything that your perspective has changed, your whole thing, if you get a chance to go back 5 years, reset all over again, but with the difference is you know what you know today, what would you be doing differently? Is there anything you'll be doing differently if you were to go back 5 years ago?
Honestly speaking, for me, I don't have to go 5 years ago or back because I still do what I used to do 5 years back.
Right.
Right. For me, yeah,
you will do status quo, right?
yeah. So for me, whatever level you are, but you still have to do the basics right. You got to give the water. You got to take care of teeth. That's an ongoing process, and you cannot neglect that. Right. Yes, the difference of what I'll do is earlier. I used to always work like we have a trifecta stuff.
Yes.
So I would have done trifecta when I joined.
Wow.
That would have boosted my income much more. Doing the same work what I'm doing right now, my income would have been 3 times more. So this I didn't know when I joined the business. So yes, if I have to do it again, start from 5 years back, I would have. The only changes what I would have done is come into trifecta thing. And of course, share water, talk to people on a daily basis, which I'm still doing it. Right? It's not that you're dash free, so stop. I see a lot of people, doing that. One of the biggest problem we have is also our main advantage is also disadvantage. Right? Our advantage or the good part of a company is they pay us very well. They pay us good, better than anybody around. Any business, be it direct marketing or traditional business, it's the best paying place where you can have. This is also a disadvantage.
Yes.
Because what happens is, imagine you're earning an X amount of income, right? Maybe if you're in a job or you have a business, you are earning X amount. Most of people are in a job, so they have an X amount of income. So just imagine your salary. This is your salary, right? And then people earlier they come with a part-time approach, and when they see that they are earning as much as the salary, they quit the job and they're coming full-time. They're working very hard, and within some time they realize that their earning is twice what they were actually earning in the job. And that's what thing goes wrong. Complacency.
Complacent.
That's what strikes in.
Yeah.
Right? The advantage that we pay more becomes a disadvantage over there, because now people who are getting twice of their salary, they start chilling. Wow, now I made the system. Now it will go by itself. Or maybe even if my downruns don't work, I personally will sell 2 machines a month, finished, pack up. They're happy with that income. That is actually not utilizing your true potential.
Yes.
You are supposed to earn about 10x or 20x or 50x. You are satisfied with 2x. You're not growing fully.
Yes.
If you look at the nature, the trees, when they grow to the fullest. Every species, everything, living thing, grow to a fullest. And what we do, we restrict. Once we come to a growth, we are comfortable, we stop growing.
That's
We
true.
take more holidays. We are too focused on spending money rather than earning money. Get a fancy car, go to big. You're going to have a good lifestyle. I'm not saying you don't have to, but not at the expense of your business.
That's true.
And that's exactly what I see with many of the people who become 6As and 5As, and they get complacent. They stop growing. They're comfortable. They get into the comfort zone. So
Yes.
I'll say, okay, today when I'm -3, 2 of my IDs, most probably by next month or a month later, I'll be -4 also, one of my ID. So the fact is, still today, and my brother is -4 at the moment, right? When I become -4, he'll become -5. And still today, even he works about 10 to 15 hours, 12 hours a day. Every
Wow.
single day, day after day. Look at Sam. When did he take a break? Not yet. After 9 years.
Yes.
Right? So why should you stop growing or limiting your own finances? Yes, you got a fancy car, you can get a fancier car. and you can have a fancier house or
Yes.
a better status in the family or
Yes.
in a social circle.
Yes.
So it's too early. I'm 55 now, but
Wow.
still, I just want to work more. I don't see
Sudesh,
my yeah.
you look like 30 or 25.
I drink Kangen. But don't forget that. Okay. Let me put it this way also.
Yeah.
When I started Kangen, I used to look much older,
Wow.
right? And when I started doing my research, and I said, okay, now I'm going to go full time and I'm going to be in Kangen seriously. So I asked myself a simple question: what am I actually giving them? I'm giving them good health and great business.
Yes.
So financial and health, physical health, I'm giving them.
Yes.
So if I'm giving them physical health, I got to look healthy.
Exactly.
So it starts from me. So when I was doing my research for, like, say, 7-8 months before I actually get into the business full time, actually, I also got into students workouts, because when I knew, okay, see, when I joined, when I was 1A, I was very clear in my mind, right? I'm gonna be the best in the industry. Period. I'm not gonna compromise anywhere. And when I'm gonna be big in the industry, that means people will look upon me. I'll be on the stage. I'll be talking to a lot of people. I'll be inspiring them. So how do I do that when if I'm fat and I'm slobby and I go on stage and I tell them, let's get healthy?
Yep.
How can I do that? I got to look healthy to tell them, okay, yes, got to go for health. So when I get up on the stage and say, I'm 55, my friend, wake up. Come, let's do push-ups together. Done. So you got to inspire them. You got to look what you're talking about.
Right.
When you're talking about life, see, we into lifestyle business. Lifestyle consists of 2 words: life and style. Life is your health. So your health has to look good. Style, your aura, your style, the way you move around, your image has to be very good.
Yes.
So you look good. To make them rich, you got to look rich. then only people will look upon you.
Amazing.
You got to inspire them to be like you.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We are dream sellers. Got to give them dreams of better health,
Yeah.
better wealth.
Yes.
Make them dreaming. If you do not make them dream, you are in the wrong business. Right? So every time you meet your downline, make them dream. Every time you go to a demo, a new prospect, make them dream for a good health or wealth. Two things we offer: health and wealth.
Fantastic.
And when you give them both, you get peace of mind. That's what you get. That's the company's philosophy: health, physical health, mental health, and peace of mind. Oshiroji thought a lot about it and then did the right things.
Yeah.
So when you are offering that, you can only give something to people when you have it yourself. And do that. Yep.
Fantastic, Sudesh. What an inspiring message. Sudesh, since you brought up the title of trifecta, it's very interesting because I like to talk about this. It's serious business talk now. Okay. Now, before I ask you further questions, guys, some people actually put on the chat message there about trifecta. Trifecta simply means buying 3 products, having 3 accounts. Okay, so it can be a machine, it can be the Ukon, it can be the any spa, it can even be 3 machines, whatever it is 3 accounts. Okay, Sudesh, you mentioned that if you get a chance to go back to day 1, you would have learned and probably promote more of the trifecta. Yeah. There are a lot of people who have this concern because some people say the Kangen machine, the price is very high. Of course, depending on how you look at it, what value that you look at it. How do you promote trifecta when even one product, the price to some people is very high? How do you push 3 product price? Or is it a staggered purchase or one go they buy 3? What's your comment on that?
Okay, first of all, you got to be very clear. What are you looking for?
Yes.
Health or wealth?
Yes.
Right. So if it's you're looking for health, go for one machine. Good enough, it'll do the purpose, and do your thing. But if you're looking for wealth, also a lot of people come for business in a team. Remember one thing: when you sell a machine to a user, you sold one machine. When you sell a machine to a seller, you sold hundreds of machines. Right? So if you want to grow your business, if you're in a business, you're going to look out for sellers more than, of course, there are buyers, users also, but sellers is important thing for you. And when you're looking for a seller, and when you know somebody is coming into business for business, now when you're coming for business, okay, when you're talking about how much is the SD501 in Malaysia right now?
About 14,000 ringgit.
14,000 ringgit.
Yeah.
Now, when you're talking about your family health and your health for water device, 14,000 ringgit is a lot. So people start thinking, okay, 14,000 ringgit, it does not make sense, or is it fine? Should I go for it? No, not go for it. There are a lot of questions they'll be thinking about it, right? Now, if somebody wants to start a new business, right? Is 14,000 ringgit too much for a new business?
No.
What kind of business can you start at 14,000 ringgit? Huh? What kind of business start at 14,000 ringgit? Not big. Am I right?
Yes.
And when you're talking about trifecta,
anything with 14,000 in Malaysia for business.
And if you're talking about trifecta, how much is it? 42,000 ringgit?
Yeah.
I say 50,000 ringgit.
Okay.
Is it big? Too big for a business?
For business, peanuts.
That's it. So you pitch them over there. Because if you want to do business, guess what? You will be doing the same work. Not extra work, same work, but you will be paid twice or thrice. Isn't that great?
Amazing.
Yeah. So this is how you pitch for the people who are into business, because for people, trifecta makes sense for people who want to do business.
Yes.
If it's a user, then go for one sale and finish up. He wants to give him good service. That's it.
Correct.
But if you want to do business, trifecta is good for you. Because you're doing the same business, same work. For example, when I say two of my IDs are what you call -3, how much work did I do in my another ID, second ID? Not much. Yeah, tell me. Yeah, I only work on one side. The other side is done.
Yes.
So I got the benefit for both.
Correct.
So that's how it works. So if you apply your mind to it and say, okay, this is if I want to do business, then trifecta is for you.
Fantastic.
What I did was, honestly speaking, coming to your question again, at what stage, maybe in the beginning only or later also you have to put it in. I'll suggest when you come in, only come with 3. If you're coming for business.
Yes.
What I did was, which was a mistake, because I didn't know about trifecta then. Now, as I told you, I would have done differently. So what I did earlier was, I was waiting till I become 4A.
Okay.
So when I become 4A, then I put my next ID. And then I started working on my next ID.
Right.
Then all my work I did on my next second. So both my IDs are -3 now. But imagine, because of that, if I had done it in the beginning, my other side also would have been my own.
Yes.
So I would have had 2 -3s. And I would have been, my top ID would have been -4 like my brother. But you again, a good thing, when you have trifecta, you got the whole control with you. With both your sides are you. When you see one side is getting lopsided, you put a person in the new guy in that side, because both are your side.
Right.
And that's how you play around.
Amazing, Sudesh. Guys, do you all realize what Sudesh share is exactly what I've been talking to you all for years? And I've not even prepared this speech with Sudesh, but it's just the same thing again. What are you promoting? Product to end user or business to business builder? Remember, guys, you just need 2 serious active ones. You make millions. You become -100, not -10, -100. So my question is, what are you doing? Nothing wrong with promoting the product to end user, nothing wrong. But especially to my team here, you have been hearing me sharing over and over again, even the Ukon, if you are promoting from a product point of view, still people find it expensive. But if you are promoting from a business point of view, even if it's $100,000 US, it's still cheap. Again, perspective. What are you projecting out to the world? What's in your mindset? And India is doing so. India is doing crazy sales.
And we don't even have Ukon.
Come again?
We don't even have Ukon.
They don't even have Ukon, okay? But the point is whether it's Ukon or not. Okay, guys, I just want to share another thing with you. I've been into company with lousy products, okay? Lousy. Okay, I can't talk so loud. Lousy products. And you know how much people are swiping their credit card? $20,000 US. 50,000. I'm sure, Sudesh, you have heard of this before. And that's the reason why a lot of people are so skeptical of MLM, because these MLM are selling what? Money, dream, lifestyle, but they have lousy product. And not only they have lousy product, they are really out there to scam you. Energic is not. Great product, amazing money. But the question is, are you just promoting the product and forgot the money? Because a lot of people wants money, But it's okay. If you don't want to promote the money, just give it to Gary or Sudesh. I'm telling you this, seriously, guys, nothing wrong with money. Okay, when I talk to people, I mean, in Malaysia, even 7 accounts, not trifecta, 7 accounts cannot get you to even start a decent cafe business in Malaysia. So what you're talking about price, and everywhere in the world, not just Malaysia, not just India, everywhere in the world, people do not say, I have all the money, I start business. No, they don't have money, they start business. You know what they do? They borrow money. I'm not here telling you to borrow, but it's normal for people to loan money from banks, from relatives, if they see money. Okay, but of course, if you tell them to borrow money to buy a high ticket water machine, of course, you know the value is okay. But if you tell people to buy a water machine and you tell them to borrow, they won't borrow. But if they see they borrow, let's say $5,000 and make 50,000, everybody will borrow, not 5,000, they will borrow 3, trifecta. So this, my friend, again, is the confirmation from Sudesh. And we have not even talked about trifecta. I didn't even know he's going to talk about trifecta. He just brought it out. And it's the same thing, guys. Put it into your head, okay? So the next time you want to have 1,000 machine group sales in your group, trifecta, okay? Now, if you're still thinking of high price product, then you need to really relook into this mindset of yours, start changing. Thank you, Sudesh, for that confirmation. I just want to hear it from you, and you have said the exact same thing that I've been saying for so many years. Now,
it's
Sudesh,
the most logical thing, dear Gary. If you see people, when I joined the business, nobody guided me over there, nor did anybody guide you. But
yes,
when you got into the business and with the experience, we know this makes sense.
right. Exactly. So again, you see, Sudesh, I realized one thing is, it is only when you see from that perspective, it makes sense.
Yep.
The problem with a lot of people, they don't see it from that perspective. That's why they are having an issue. I've seen, guys, seriously, I've seen people who have no money buying 3 accounts. Guys, you have people who are rich and still asking you for discount for a one any spa. Okay, I've seen people with no money, dead broke, the car is not even properly functioning, buying 3 machines. What's the difference? It's the direction, the perspective. One guy is coming in to make $1 million. Another person, you are trying to sell a water machine, and he is comparing with all the other water machines made in China and India. So you make your choice. There's no right or wrong in this scenario. You make your decision. Okay. Now, I've got last final 2 questions for you, Sudesh. A lot of people are getting so much value from you here today. Thank you so much. Last 2 questions. The second last question is, what would you say to somebody today? Probably he's brand new. He's not even a 1A. He has not sold his machine. And he's sitting here in front of Zoom, probably in Uganda, probably in Cambodia, probably in Vietnam. And he sees you with all the amazing results. What's your advice to the new person? What should he do right now to be in where you are today in the next 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, whatever? What's your advice?
You use the word perspective.
Yes.
So first of all, I'll tell them, change your perspective. Be like I mentioned, when I was a 1A, I was always thinking, I'm going to be the best. As simple as that. So my perspective was over there.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to lead a large group. I'm not be surviving most. So first of all, change your perspective that you're going to make enough money to survive through this concept, or maybe live a living. No, you got to live a lifestyle. Right? You got to be the inspiration factor to many. Have that perspective first.
Right.
And then, of course, the basics for everybody across the world. Share the water, share the opportunity. You cannot go wrong there. Day in, day out. You have to do that. I had a downer of mine who comes to me and says, it says, Sudesh, I'm not doing well. People are not coming. So what do I do? And I asked him a very simple question. How much water do you share every single day? And he says, why should I share water? Why should I share water? If somebody is interested to buy the machine, then only I'll give the water. Otherwise, why should I give the water to them free of cost? Why not? That is our recruiting tool. And how much money do you have to spend for that? Nothing. Share your water, share the opportunity. Those are the basics. You cannot go wrong. You got to do it day in, day out. I always tell people, the surest way, the surest and the simplest way to be 6A is SD501. You know what does SD501 stands for? Show demo to 501 people. Simple.
Amazing.
Now, you can show this demo to 501 people in 3 years, in 2 years, in the 6 months or 3 months. Your business, your choice, your financial gains or whatever. So I'll suggest if I was you and I have to make good amount of money, I would like to finish up that 501 as soon as possible.
As soon as possible.
So do more demos, share water, share the opportunity. That's it. Remember, SD501. That's it. Come
Wow.
there, make money, have fun.
Fantastic, Sudesh. I like the example SD501. Now I know. Show demo 501 times. Wow, that's a good one, Sudesh. Okay, last but not least, Sudesh, what do you think of Energic as a company and the founder, Mr. and Mrs. Oshiro? How is it different from other network marketing company?
The whole philosophy is different. As I mentioned earlier also, when you talk about Japanese,
Yes.
tell me how many people have done scams over there. And when you talk about Oshiroji, I don't know, I've met him many times. We had meetings a lot of time. Such a humble man, such a simple man. Like, I was thinking, like, when we talk about making lots of money, I was just giving an example that after making some certain amount of money, they get complacent and they do things around. They have fancy watches, fancy brand and all thing. Look at his watch. He wears Seiko. And when we earn little money, we talk about Rolex and all those things. So what a simple and humble man. He's out there to help and work with everybody. Every time we had a meeting, he was always there. Okay, how can I make it better for you guys? Tell me. And he always, whenever he's traveling, when he comes to India also, he makes a point to have a separate meeting with the key leaders over there. There's not just, and he gets an equal opportunity. He talks, he's got a lot of lovely ways to talk about things, and he gives the opportunity to everybody else to talk. So his philosophy, his way of working and living is very different. He always talks of growth for us, compassion. That's why he always, and always you see, his wife is also always with him. So both husband and wife, they're always full of compassion. And for us, all the time. So as a business philosophy talk about, this company is just not how much money is the company making or how much money. No, it's about how many people are we helping every single day. So the whole philosophy is changed. The whole company, the structure, the way it's been created by Mr. Oshiro, is that you keep helping people around and you are taken care of. The structure is made that way.
Perfect.
And that's why, in this business, we don't have to aim towards how much money am I making. We aim towards how many blessings are we getting? How many people have we helped? Getting a better lifestyle, getting a better health. We only aim over there, nothing more than that. And once we do that, we get, by default, you get lots and lots of money. I can tell you one thing. When I started, the kind of figures I had in my mind to earn from this thing, I've surpassed it 10 times.
Wow.
And now I realize, okay, I've not even just started. Long way to go. A long way to go. So still doing that. And that's all because the thought process of our promoter.
Amazing.
How he looked at things around and what his compassion that he's spreading across the country and the world. And the platform, if you see, we're in direct selling. As I mentioned earlier, how many people are there in DSA? Talk about documentations. Give me one point where we lack in this company. 1 point. Nothing. Business point of view, product point of view. We don't even discuss a product. If somebody, I've given thousands and thousands of demos across the country. I yet to come across a single guy who says this product is bullshit. They might say, okay, it's an expensive one. That's the maximum they'll say. I don't know, in your country, somebody said, no, like, the product is bad or something. I have never come across a single person, because it shows right in front of you. Drink my water for 3 to 4 weeks. You don't have to say anything. Right? So product is great. Plan, as I mentioned, show me a better business. I'll leave it today. Nobody ever showed me a better business. And the company, you cannot, the kind of thought process, professionalism they have is amazingly good. And more than that, like these are pandemic times. Things go wrong. People are working with very minimum staff, but the intent is never wrong.
Yes.
This company always had a great intention.
Yes.
Right? And that's what it's all about. The intention of the company, and they keep upgrading themselves, improving themselves all the time. That's lovely.
Fantastic.
In fact, I'll just like to talk about, since we talk about pandemic, I'll talk about the pandemic. Say, a lot of people say, okay, these are testing times, and I don't know how to work out, and there's a lot of restriction in the movement and all. I'll give you a very good example. As I mentioned earlier, I'm not very good in social media and all. Only after pandemic, I got used to Zoom, right? When we started, like in India, a pandemic happened in March, for third week of March. So when in third week of March it happened and we announced lockdown, I said, okay, it's for a short period, and it will go away very soon. And keeping that in mind, we were low. Everybody was hiding. They were not even talking to people around, not meeting people. It happened in India also. And April month, if I see my figures, the sales dropped drastically. Maybe 1/5 or 1/7, I got my sales to that level. And then I said, okay, and then I realized, okay, the pandemic is going to go on. It's not going to get over that soon. That realization came in mid-April. Now, what do I do? Because we are in that business, which is of momentum. If the momentum stops, whatever I've done in last so many years is all gone. I got to keep up with that momentum. So the challenge is actually is not external. Challenge is all internal. I thought, okay, maybe it's pandemic, people will not meet and no business could be done. So I sat down at home and my business dropped. And then I realized, if it's gonna go like this, my momentum will go away, and all the hard work which we did for so many years is all gone. Got to change the perspective. Again, change year. Yeah. And we said, how do I make it happen all over again? If it's nobody's coming out of the house, so what? We go into the house. I cannot go. My visuals can go. Let's work out in Zoom. Started working over there. By June, we had the highest sales ever. Highest sales ever in pandemic. I got people who became 6As during pandemic. It just changed over here. For me also, I'm talking about it. Earlier, I was saying it, no. Things that people know, it's a tough time. People can't meet. There's no sales happening, and it's logical. It will not happen. There's issues with deliveries, issues with those even commissions were coming late, and even we were introduced to GOC, which things went wrong. So our sales were the highest in June, and company had the worst administrative problems in June. No, the courier companies were not delivering. Right. We had GOC, so a lot of issues happening over there. Right. Commissions were not coming on time because even the office staff was not allowed to come to the office. So all the wrong things. Now the question, some of my distributors said, Sudesh, I'm having this problem. I'm not getting deliveries on time. I'm not getting my commission. I've got this problem. There's no office staff to answer my calls and all. And I tell them very simple, in a very simple language. My friend, we got to face with the situation. In these times, you have to work. You will get all the delays in the deliveries. You'll have all the delays in your commissions. You'll get all the possible things will go wrong. This is those times. These are testing times. If you're comfortable working in this testing times, then work. Otherwise, take a break for 6 months and come after 6 months. Go back and chill out. And at 6 months, what you lose, guess what? We all will be working and we'll take away all your clients. So it's your choice. Okay, you want to sit and chill over there and wait for things to get better, or you got to take the responsibility because things are going wrong. But then I'll take care of things around. I'll make sure okay, client is taken care of, and you give the right talks and all. And people did that. So June, July, we had the highest sales. When things are wrong, we just change our perspective. That's it.
Fantastic.
We accept it. There's things going to be wrong. There is an issue. Everything. So what? All the external factors cannot take out the spirit within. We are the ones who are going to lead. We are the ones who are going to make the path. And we're going to make things happen for ourselves. Live the dream. That's exactly what we did. And that's what we are here again. Bounce back soon. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, Sudesh. Wow, your ending speech is amazing. I feel like I'm talking to Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins.
I'm a big fan of Tony Robbins. I'm a graduate with him. So you can
don't have a
thing
nickname called Tony Sudesh Malaya.
It will be an honor for me. I really love that man. Right.
Sudesh, I want to say before I end today's session, a heartfelt gratitude to you. Thank you so much. You have blessed us with so much information, knowledge, golden nuggets. Somebody somewhere here today, and probably because this is live on Facebook, I'll send you a link later so that you may also share this video to your people and everybody out there. Somebody here today may be listening to you and just doing one thing, and his life today onwards will change forever. And with this, Sudesh, I want to thank you so much for not just only allocating your time for us, but to be in the process of what I call as life-changing. Because you never know. Just like a few days ago, I was in my holiday home in Cameron Islands walking. I got a call from somebody, a very dear friend of mine, a brother, I call him, from Philippines. And he said, I changed his life. I saved his life because of something I did 1.5 years ago. Amazing. So we never know whose life we will touch. So once again, Sudesh, thank you so much. You are the first person that I interviewed from India. So that's an honor to you.
Thank you. I'm really honored that I'm over here talking to so many lovely people. Thank you for having me here, Gary.
Yes. Thank you so much, Sudesh. Thank you. So before I end, just want to make another announcement. Next session that will be in February. We are having it on February the 9th. Okay, same time, exactly the same. This time we'll be interviewing one of the top leaders from Inegic, Indonesia. His name is Wayan, and he's from Bali, the beautiful island of Bali. And he also have a lot of amazing things that he will want to share. And you guys can take some points back, and probably it may even change your life. All right. So once again, guys, make sure, as I said earlier on in today's session, today's session will only be a interview and entertainment until and unless you have written some points down, and until and unless you have taken some of these points and put it into action. Without doing these two things, today's session will be purely entertainment between Sudesh Malik and me, Gary Gan. You don't want to see this as an entertainment. I hope one day, many years from today, probably you will drop me a message or drop Sudesh and tell us, because of today, what you've heard, what you've written down, and what you've put into action, it has changed your life. So before I end the session, Jeffrey, are there any questions that Sudesh or myself will be gladly to answer? Any question?
You only have one question from Richard Xia.
Okay.
How to maximize income using Trifactor? All
right. Before Sudesh answer that question, Richard, I believe Richard Xia, you are in my team. You are from the Philippines. We have ongoing sessions on our system of Trifactor. So please stay tuned. It will be coming up very soon. Every month we have that training session. I will explain to you, because if we are going to explain the whole trifecta thing, be prepared to stay with us up to supper tonight. And I'm very sure Sudesh don't have that time with all of us. He's a really, really busy person. Okay, is that the only question, Jeffrey, from Richard?
Yes, that's the only question for today.
Awesome, awesome. So guys, once again, thank you so much. We have come to the end of our interview with the stars that have been started close to 2 years ago. We have all the top leaders sharing the gold nugget, and today we are so blessed, so grateful, and so thankful to have Sudesh to share with us. What next thing that you need to do is, if you are following the Kangen Power Team International Facebook page, please give a comment. Okay, whatever comment you want to give, make a comment over there. Click the share button so that today's interview, if you find it very beneficial, today's interview will go to all your people all over the world, and that's the best way to leverage on today's system. Okay, so without further ado, Sudesh, this is what usually we do. I will unmute all of them so everybody will, in their own language, say a big thank you to you guys. Okay, so okay guys, you can unmute yourself now. Let's say a big thank you to Sudesh. Are you all able to unmute yourself?
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sudesh.
Akun Sudesh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
And
Thank you so
All
much.
right, thank you, everyone. Thank you. Please remember to share this session to all your people. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thank you,
Sudesh.
Terry. Thank you.
bye.
Great day, everybody. Have an amazing day.
Thank you so much.
Just looking forward for the trifecta training.
Yeah. Bye.